I was an undergraduate student of Don's between 1986 and 1990, and I've been asked to talk about what was the most memorable aspect of being taught by Don. Well, it wasn't, I'm afraid to say, his insights, his brilliance. It was his tendency to chew on his beard in supervisions or tutorials. I found this incredibly distracting, but then quite reassuring after a while. You sort of knew that he was really getting into it if he started rubbing his chin and then sort of beginning to chew a little on his beard. That sounds very frivolous, but Don was an incredible tutor. I think for me, I didn't perhaps do as much work some of the time that I should have done, and he was able to bring out, even when I hadn't done what I probably needed to do for a tutorial, he was always able to bring the subject alive and get out of me more than I thought there was possibly in. And for that, I'm incredibly grateful. But Don's teaching didn't just have an impact in the actual tutorials. As a fresher, in fact, before I started, we had a reading party. Now, this was an incredibly daunting experience for the four of us who were just about to start in 1986. We'd not met. We met Don, of course, in interview, and in fact, I'd met Peter briefly, who'd walked in during the interview. But we'd not spent any time, obviously, with Don outside of interview. And here we were going into the middle of, it was down near Exeter, I think, middle of the countryside, and meeting not only Don properly, but Peter and baby Sophia, and also not only the other three classicists in our year, but also all the classicists older than us. And it was an incredible experience. And I think it just typifies Don's commitment to teaching, that he arranged these reading parties for us all to go away and spend time together and get to know each other. And it was that pastoral element, the teaching seeping out into just the everyday contact that he had with his students that I really remember and feel very privileged to have had that experience of being taught by Don.